everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs, and today I am using the new stamp set bundle and dies, Flowering Meadow. This is going to be available in May. I love it. This is a really beautiful set. I'm also using the Scalloped Blooms dies, and I use the 2 3/8 inch circle for the inner circle on that scallop. Alright, so my box totally measures approximately, this is an approximate thing, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 by 1 1/2. Right? Opens. And inside I have, this is like geared towards Mother's Day kind of, or any type of spring present. I have a Pura Vida bracelet that I bought for me to remind me of my son who just went in the Air Force. It's red, white, and blue. This one was, I believe the proceeds were for veterans, injured veterans, so I was happy to buy that. They are still available on the site. I had to make a kind of an odd measurement on the top just because I wanted it to stay, unless you put something really heavy, I wanted it to stay pretty secure. I didn't want it to be all wiggly, like it would fall apart constantly. Alright, so we're using 2 colors of cardstock, Peaceful Pine. This is out in May with the new catalog that I've heard from most of the people, not most of the people, a few people that purchased from me that got these, that they have received them already. So hopefully whoever was expecting one got one. This is Cloud Cover, which I used to say was Cloud Clover. I don't know why, but this was in colors for last year, and this is in color this year. All right, so the bottom of the box is the larger piece, and it is 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. Again, it's Peaceful Pine. And then the top piece, don't let this scare you, it is 5 25 30 by 5 25 30. But let me show you on my kitty ruler. It is just a hair over 5 3/4. So like this is I think 13/16 there. It's just in between the next 2 lines. Now if you go to 64ths, I think on your ruler, that's a lot. Mine only goes to 16ths. So just go a tiny bit over 5 3/4, and that'll be easier if you don't want to deal with that. All right, so we also need some basic white for stamping. This beautiful scallop is from the Scalloped Blooms dies, and I'll tell you, it is 2 3/4. And then this is from the Velvet Meadow DSP, which is new. I'll show that to you in a second. And this one I cut with the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, and they go together very nicely. All right, now I'm using the Velvet Meadow DSP. New, it will come out beginning of May, and it's really nice. It has velvet. It's velvet metal, but it has the flocked kind of velvet feel to most of the pages. Oops, let me get this one. Really pretty. I love them. Oops. Let's get this last one. Really nice. Okay, we need 2 pieces that are 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, and 4 pieces that are 3/4 by 3 1/2. All right, so that's it all. Let me get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start with the okay, now this piece that is just a little over 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And if you can see, it's just a hair over. And this one we're going to score at 1 inch on everyone. So we're going to go score at 1 inch, turn a quarter, 1 inch, turn a quarter, 1 inch, turn a quarter, and 1 inch. Okay, so that gives us everything we need with scoring. Now I'm going to fold and burnish all the score lines. Alrighty. Okay, these are both going to be cut the same way. There's my scissors. Alright, we're going to start on this side, on the bottom here. We're going to go to the first score line and cut it to the first score line, and then wedge each side of that square. Then we're going to turn it a quarter turn and do the same thing. Go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge. Quarter turn, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge. And then one more quarter turn, and go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge that. And that's what that piece is going to look like. Alright, now I'm going to do all of the corners the same. Oops, I brought all this over. We're going to take the put glue on each tab, and then take the score line on the tab and make it straight with the side of the rectangle that's right next to it. And then go to the next and put the score line on the tab and make it straight with the side of the rectangle. We're going to do this on all 4 sides of this, and then all 4 sides of that. Okay, and that's our cover. Okay, I already completed this one. I made a mistake. I told you that the bottom was 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. It is 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. When I got to putting this one together, I said, why is this so big compared to the box? So I'll put a little note on the screen that the size is really 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, and it will be right on my blog. Okay, so for our Peaceful Pine piece that is 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, we are going to score at 1.5 on all 4 sides. So turn it a quarter turn and score at 1.5 each time. Quarter turn, 1.5. All right, and now fold and burnish your sides. Alright, now the way I cut this piece is going to be the same way that I cut this piece, okay? We're going to start in the corner here, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of that square. Turn it a quarter turn. Same with this. It's a quarter turn every time. Every time you go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. Another quarter turn, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides. Quarter turn for the last time, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge. Alright, and this is what your cardstock will look like. And this is what the cardstock, this piece, will look like after you cut it. Alright, now putting these together, both of them are exactly the same. We're going to take the score line on the top of the tab and match it with the side of the rectangle that's nearest to it there. Alright, so I'm going to put some glue and then put it and make sure that these two, the score line and the side, are nice and straight with each other. Okay, move to the next tab, make sure that you put the score line straight with the side of this rectangle. And even though this one's smaller, it's exactly the same. Okay, go to the next score line, the next tab, and then make sure the score line is straight with the side of the rectangle. And then the last one, you just have to tuck this one. It's a little bit more tight of a squeeze, but you can get it in there. All right, let's make sure everything is nice and adhered. Of course, you can use Stampin' Seal Plus or tearing tape also. All right, and then this is going to fit over nicely, and you're not going to have any bends, and it's not going to fall out, but it's going to be easy to pull on and off. All right, now we need our DSP. So your pieces that are 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so these pieces are going to go on the inside and outside of the top of the box, and then all 4 of the pieces that are 3/4 by 3.5 are going to go on the sides of your top. This one's not going to get anything, but that's okay. It just looks nice on the bottom. Now we need to do some stamping. So we need a piece of basic white. I'm doing, show you, these 2 flowers, these 2 insides, and this, yes, this stems right there, those. And then we're going to be using this sentiment, so many reasons to celebrate. All right, so I'm going to use first Bubble Bath ink. Now, one thing I have to remember about the basic black hybrid ink, it stains. I was wondering why one of my sentiments wasn't coming clean the other day, and then I noticed when I did my little picture underneath, so I'm sure I put everything back. It doesn't, maybe Cezanne will take it off, but I don't mind it. It doesn't bother, obviously, the ink, but doesn't quite, at least with the Stampin' Up stamp cleaner. Okay, and now Melon Mambo, we're going to do the insides. And then we're going to do these stems with Peaceful Pine. And then the little greenery piece with Peaceful Pine also. Alright, and I'm going to cut these out. Alright, now I'm going to use my mat to put just a little bit of glue right here, right here, and then they go right above there like that. We'll just give that a minute. I'm going to get these 2, the scallop and the 2 3/8 inch, and I'm going to glue the 2 3/8 inch inside. And then, this is good for now, I'm going to put some dimensionals on these 2 flowers, and just a little bit of glue on the stem about here. Alright, and I'm going to put these like that. And then I'm going to stick this piece underneath over here. Right, like that. Alright. Now, I'm just going to clip this off right where the circle, it's going to be covered with the sentiment, so you don't have to make it exactly. Alright, so here's our box, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. And we're going to put this right in the middle, like that. Alright, and now this is the new Peaceful Pine bordered ribbon. I'm just going to tie a bow. Alright, and then I'm going to place it right about there. I'm going to use glue dot and some liquid glue. Put that right there. Okay, and here's some cloud cover. And we're going to use the Peaceful Pine stamp set again. And we're going to do that sentiment, so many reasons to celebrate. Okay. And I'm just going to cut this. Now I'm going to put just a dot of glue over here and a dimensional over here. You know what? Maybe a half a dimensional on the bottom over here. There we go. And I'm going to put this right there. Okay. And then for the final touch, I'm going to use some of these 26 to 28 in color dots. These are available in May also. And I'm going to use the, not Petal Pink, what is it? Barely Blush. I'm going to put it right there, one right there, and another small right down here. Alright, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. All the info will be on my blog. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Bye.